portions which are already removed by the government, by the department. So we will not be touching those, but we will be dealing with the rest of it. And actually in this chapter, you are supposed to make a chart consisting of the leaders from Karnataka, those who have participated in the freedom movement. That you have to do, okay? All of you will have to do that one. Then also, you are supposed to go through this Anglo-Mysore wars, and that is also supposed to be a project work. So that is also supposed to be a project work. So actually only 2 classes are allotted for this chapter. So we'll be rushing through anyway. In a detailed form we may not be going, but we have to go through slightly all these Anglo-Maratha or Anglo-Mysore wars, otherwise you will not be able to know what it is. So if I had to speak about Anglo-Mysore war, naturally we will have to speak about the Mysore leaders like Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan and so on. So we will be dealing with the issue that Karnataka leadership, how they faced this British people and how they contributed in chasing away the British from India. You know, before the British, before the British
class.
Somebody is talking there, put in mute.
12 o'clock.
Who is
one period idu. Father, 1 minute, father.
Okay. Okay. Before we got the independence, naturally Karnataka was not consisting of these places which we see these days. It was not Karnataka. We did not have a Karnataka as such. It was coming under various other princely states like Madras states and other states. So there was no Karnataka as such. So that was the situation, and and we saw already the Britishers, they were finding very difficult to conquer this Mysore kingdom and this Marathas and so on. They were able to conquer the Bengal region very fast, but this region, especially Mysore region and this where Peshwas were ruling Maratha kingdom, they were finding very difficult. So now we are going to deal in a very clear manner how they dealt with the Mysore kingdom. So this was the we can say a kind of map before British had given us freedom. So before British conquered all these places, this was the kind of map. We had a Travancore area, Malabar region, Kannada, Srirangapatna, that is consisting of a Mysore region. So these were the main divisions of those days, which we can see in the Karnataka area. So this is here also there is another map. Now we see the 2 prominent people, those who were the rulers of Mysore. That is, one is Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan. And Tipu Sultan is the son of Hyder Ali. And Hyder Ali was a very good fighter or a good army man who could use different types of weapons. And he had learned all those from the French people, and they taught him how to deal with this kind of weapons. And so British found it very difficult to conquer this Mysore kingdom because Hyder Ali was very strong. And we go to the first Anglo-Mysore war. First Anglo-Mysore war. Anglo-Mysore war, naturally, the people those are fighting in the war are Anglo, English, British, and Mysore. This war started in 1767 and ended in 1769. The prominence gained by Hyder Ali in the south was not tolerated by the British, Marathas and the Nizam of Hyderabad. So see, this Hyder Ali's prominence in South India was too much. So the British didn't like that. And not only the British, Marathas and Nizam of Hyderabad, they also didn't like this Hyder Ali coming up like that. So they wanted to fight against this Hyder Ali and conquer him. So the British used this tactfully and they tried to get the friendship of Marathas and the Nizam of Hyderabad. And they tried in a way to get their friendship and make an alliance. But this Hyder Ali was much more cunning than them. He tried to break that friendship between these with these three, British, Marathas and the Nizam of Hyderabad. And he managed it. And like that, he could break that friendship. Then he could get the friendship of Nawab of Hyderabad. So he got the support of Nawab of Hyderabad and went to attack the British. And the British, there was a residency was there in Arcot in Tamil Nadu. And Hyder Ali, along with the Nawab of Hyderabad, went there and attacked the Britishers in 1767. And in this war, actually, Hyder Ali got a prominence. As I said, British entered into an agreement with the Marathas and Nizam of Hyderabad against Hyder Ali. But Hyder Ali, with his manipulative ideas, was successful in breaking this friendship between them. He also created an enmity and distrust among Marathas, Nizam of Hyderabad and the British. All did not trust each other because Hyder Ali was very, very shrewd, and because of his shrewdness, he could do that. Meanwhile, there was a lot of political disturbances in Arcot. That's why they could go and attack this Arcot, this region. This war started with this incident, this going and attacking this Arcot. That was a starting point of this first Anglo-Maratha war. So they went and attacked Arcot. The battle took place in a place called Tiruchirappalli, Tiruvannamalai, Ambur, and other places. Battle is not in one ground, everybody comes and fight. No. Battle will be going on in different places. Correct? No. Suppose Pakistan and India is having battle. Pakistan will not be coming only to the border area and fighting. They will be attacking maybe the southern part through the help of Sri Lanka, or maybe some others, and other parts with the help of others. That is, they will be attacking same time. Simultaneously, fight will be going on in different places. So like that, this Arcot, this first Anglo-Maratha war also took place in different places: Tiruchirappalli, Tiruvannamalai, Ambur, and other places. Hyder Ali had different tactics in attacking, fighting in the battle. He had learned it from, as I said, French people, and he had good training. So he had a special kind of attacking, organized lightning attack. Lightning attack means sudden attack. He could do that. His army reached Madras by 1769 and created panic among the British. By 1769, mind you, 1767 war started. By 1769, after 2 years, he reached Madras from Mysore. He went with those days. Imagine, no car and bus and all those things, no modern vehicles. He went from here and reached with this complete troop, complete soldiers to attack the British. And British was really afraid, terrified, because Madras was their center and he's going to attack that. Inevitably, the British said, we surrender, let us have an agreement. We will have an agreement. So there was an agreement signed between this Hyder Ali and the Britishers. That is known as Madras Treaty. So this is the result of this war. Treaty of Madras that was signed in 1769. According to this one, the English and the French agreed to restore the places conquered by them and return the war prisoners. Both agreed to help each other in times of war. So not English and French, sorry. This is English and Hyder Ali. So both said, if anybody comes to attack you, we will help you. That means if Hyder Ali is attacked by somebody in the future, British will come and help them. If the British need help, Hyder Ali will help them. That was the final agreement. So that was called the Madras Treaty. So the first Anglo-Maratha War came to the end with the treaty known as Madras Treaty. Are you all here? Are you all here?
Yes, Father.
Yes. Some are still coming only. I am giving admit all, it is not taking also. Okay. Manju. Okay. Did you understand the first Anglo-Maratha War? Did you understand? Hello?
Yes, Father.
Okay. Now we go
Yes,
to
Father.
the next Anglo-Mysore War. So first Anglo-Mysore War was fought between English and Hyder Ali. And with the Hyder Ali who joined Nizam of Hyderabad. And they went and fought in Arcot. And they tried to even capture Madras. So they went there. British was very much afraid. So they went for an agreement that is known as Madras Treaty. With that, the war ended in 1769. So started in 1767, ended in 1769. We go to the next war, that is second Anglo-Mysore War. Second Anglo-Mysore War. This war started in 1780 and ended in 1784. 1780 and ended in 1784. 4 years it went on. The political situation in Travancore and Tanjavur was one of the reasons behind this war. The political situation in Travancore and Tanjavur was one of the reasons for this war. Tanjavur is in Tamil Nadu and Travancore, Kerala, Trivandrum, present Trivandrum. So political situation there was one of the cause. Then meanwhile, another important cause for this second Anglo-Mysore War was the attack of Madhav Rao II. He was the Peshwa. Is it not? He was the Peshwa. We have already studied Maratha Peshwa. He came and attacked Srirangapattanam. Okay, Srirangapattanam. He came and attacked. Then naturally, Hyder Ali asked the help of British because already they signed one agreement after the last war that they will help each other. So he thought British will come to help him. So he asked the British, come, this Madhav Rao II is coming and attacking me. Please come and help me. British said no. So they broke the agreement. So naturally, Hyder Ali was really angry with the British. So he, not only that, and also another reason is that British attacked Mahi. That's a place, small place in Mahi called in Kerala. The Mahi is a small place in Kerala that is coming under Pondicherry. It's near Kannur. So that area was attacked by the British. Actually, that area was under the custody of Hyder Ali. So these two reasons, because of these two reasons, he was very much upset with the English. So he thought of attacking the British directly. But British had a great military leader known as Sir Eyre Coote. So Sir Eyre Coote was their military leader. So he led the army. Here Hyder Ali led the army. There Sir Eyre Coote led the army. The second Anglo-Mysore War started in 1780. In the beginning, Hyder Ali gained upper hand. In the beginning, Hyder Ali was leading in this war. He captured many forts in the Karnataka region, which were under the custody of Britishers. He captured all those forts. And Kanchipuram that is in a place called Tamil Nadu, was also captured by Hyder Ali. That also was under the Britishers. He captured Kanchipuram also. The Mysore army reached till Coromandel beach. That means end of Tamil Nadu, that end of almost the area of, we can say Madras and so on. So all the Coromandel beach they have reached. So naturally, the British officers became really worried, terrified, very much upset, or very much frightened. So then Hyder Ali also attacked Arcot and captured it. Not only attacked, captured it. He also threatened to attack Vandivash and Vellore. So he wanted to attack also the another centers of the British, Vandivash, Vandevasi, and Vellore. He wanted to attack that also. An army was kept in standby by the British, and it was led by Sir Eyre Coote. So the British knew if he is going on like this, he will completely capture us. So they had an army in standby, ever ready. That was led by Sir Eyre Coote. And he fought back with the Hyder Ali, and he followed Hyder Ali's army till Pondicherry. And you know, Pondicherry was the center of French people. And Hyder Ali was friendly with the French people. So he thought he will ask the help of French people to fight against the British. Actually, French and British, they are in a fighting mode. Both are equally fighting. Both are enemies. So he thought that he can fight against the British with the help of French. And he asked the French people, please help me. And the French people said, sorry, sir, we will not help. And they also cheated him. He thought that they will be good help, but they did not help. Then Hyder Ali changed his strategy, war plans. He had a new methods of war, and he went ahead and he attacked many regions under British control and captured a large booty of arms and wealth. He captured many of their forts and everything, and got all the arms. You know, they are all guns and latest technology guns. So he captured all those. Hyder Ali, and that was going on. Later on, what happened? Hyder Ali was not able to cope up with this Sir Eyre Coote's army. So Hyder Ali asked the help of French, but they refused, as I said. And Hyder Ali was defeated in a place called Porta Nova. The modern name is Parangipete. So he was defeated in Porta Nova by the English. And also, British also were defeated in other places, or they suffered a lot of financial loss. The places called Pulikat and Solingur. They are all places in Tamil Nadu, okay, present Tamil Nadu. See, you see Pulikat and Solingur. Pulikat and Solingur, the British suffered a great loss. And the Marathas and the Nizam of Hyderabad joined with the British. In the first Anglo-Mysore War, you remember Nizam of Hyderabad joined with the Hyder Ali. In the second one, they joined with the British. The Nizam of Hyderabad and the Marathas joined with the British. So they were very, very strong. Naturally, Hyder Ali cannot cope up with that war. And he did not die in the war, but he died during that war time. He died because of sickness. They say it was a cancer. So Hyder Ali died in that war. Then Tipu Sultan, his son, took over. And meanwhile, his son was already fighting in the Malabar area with the Britishers. When Mangalore side, his father was fighting with the Britishers. In Malabar area, this Tipu Sultan was fighting. That time only, this Hyder Ali passed away, died because of a cancer. But Tipu Sultan took over and thought of fighting and defeating these people, Britishers. And he defeated them at a place called Mangalore. And this war also ended with a treaty in 1784. And that treaty was known as Treaty of Mangalore. First Anglo-Mysore War ended with which treaty?
Madras Treaty.
Madras Treaty. And the second Anglo-Mysore War ended with the
Treaty of Mangalore.
Treaty of Mangalore. Preetham, can you tell me? Preetham, are you online? Preetham, are you listening to me? Yes or no? Preetham is not online. Tanushree, Maulya, Rachana,
Yes, Father.
are you all
Yes, Father.
online? Okay. So,
Yes, Father.
this war, Second Anglo-Mysore War, ended with the Treaty of Mangalore that was signed in 1784 by the British and Tipu Sultan. Because Hyder Ali already died by that time. No, Hyder Ali already died. So these are all for today's class. We are winding up with this today's class. I don't know how many are online because I don't want to waste my time by telling you come online, come online, come online. I am already recording this also. I will send you by this one YouTube link also. I will send you, but same class what I have taken now will be sent you. Is it okay? Are you okay with the class?
Yes, Father.
Yes, Father.
Yes, Father.
Are you able to understand what I am saying?
Yes, Father.
Yes, Father.
When I am sending the link also, all should watch. I saw only very few watched last
Father.
time. Last time, one link I sent. That was watched by many. But after that, one link I sent of the same class what I took, only few have watched. Make sure that you watch, go through and watch. If you want to download that, download and keep and go through again and again. So, wish you all the best. We will meet in the next class. Bye bye.
Bye,
Thank you,
Father.
Father. Bye.